So how many of you would want a picture that looks like Pat? Raise your hand if you'd want a picture that looks like Pat or similar. Raise them nice and high. So the majority of you want a picture that would look like Pat's so you can get your step in the door, right? Now, it's not to say that if you have a picture like Kelly's, you can't be successful. You definitely can. You definitely can be successful whether you have either one. But it will be easier for a person like Pat and a picture like Pat's. Because what will happen is Kelly could be a very smart individual. Maybe she's just didn't feel like asserting herself in school. Okay? Maybe she just felt like, oh, the school's not important, I can deal with that later. But she could be a great worker. All right? But in order for her to get in the doors, she might have to go over and above and beyond to make up for what her picture looks like on the transcript. All right? Now, I'm going to pass out something. I'm going to put it face down on your desks. Okay? You cannot look. Can you guys all agree not to look? Yeah. All right? Now, what if I told you guys that in preparing to come to Kenwood High School, okay, I spoke with your teacher, I spoke with your guidance counselors, okay, and I said, you know what, I want my class, is somebody sitting there? I want my class to see what their transcript looks like. I want each of them to be able to look at what their transcripts look like. What would you guys say if I was able to show you what your transcripts look like? How many of you guys would be excited if you want to see them? How many of you guys are like, no, I don't want to see them? Now, for those of you that said no, why is that? You should be excited. You shouldn't even be stressing about it. Because you can wait. You're done? Okay. Well, you guys cannot look. I'm trusting all of you not to look. Well, I was able, to get copies of your transcripts. But I want everybody to be able to turn them over and look at the same thing. So you cannot look. I see you peeking over there. Peeking over there. Uh-huh. Okay? So what kind of things do you think you're going to see on your transcript? Or grade point average. Have you guys got your grades for the first quarter yet? No. No? You get them pretty soon. Don't look. You get them pretty soon? November 17th. Oh, he knows. November 17th. For all of you that don't know, don't look. It's not. All right? Now, on a count of 3, we can all turn them around. 1, 2, 3. It's a blank piece of paper, right? Yep. Now, how many of you were a little worried thinking, okay, when I see my transcript, I don't know what I'm going to see on there? Raise your hand. Some of you? Some of you? Some of you? Okay. Now, there's a reason why they're blank, okay? There's a reason why they're blank. When you guys started your freshman year here at Kenwood High School, you started off with a clean slate, okay? You started off with a clean slate, fresh start, new beginnings, okay? So the reason that it's blank is that it's up to you now to paint your picture, okay? It's up to you to fill in those blanks, and you have a choice. It's totally up to you. It doesn't have to do with your parents or your teachers or your guidance counselor. It has to do with you. It's the decisions that you make. It's the choices that you make today that's going to fill in what your picture looks like. How many of you said you wanted to go to college or universities after, or any post-secondary schooling, whether it's the military? Most of you? Now, when do you think you're going to start applying for those programs? Now. Junior year? Somebody said now? Okay. Now, junior year. You will probably start applying to these maybe towards the end of your junior, maybe the beginning of your senior year. Now, if they're requesting your transcript, what years are going to be filled in? Straight freshman year, sophomore year, and probably part of your junior, because you're not going to have your senior year grades when you apply. And if you apply early in junior year, you may only have one half of the year. Now, based on that, they're going to be making a decision on whether or not they let you into their school off of 2.5 years of schooling, your freshman, your sophomore, and part of your junior year. So do you guys start to see how important your freshman year, when you set foot in this door, how important it is? Because it's going to start painting your picture, okay? So how many of you guys think it's going to be important for you guys to work hard, get good grades over the next years? Actually, all 4. but starting today. Any of you guys think it's important that you have to start being conscious of that? Okay. So when you guys get your first quarter grades on November 17th, that's what the beginning of your transcript's going to look like. So how many of you guys are excited that those grades are going to be in your transcript? No. No? For those of you that are not excited, do you think maybe you're going to change that so the second quarter grades you can be excited about? Yeah? All right. Now, the other thing that I want to talk to you guys is about the Maryland Scholars Program. How many of you guys know what the Maryland Scholars Program is? I've heard about it. Okay. The Maryland Scholars Program, it's a great program, and the organization that I volunteer with, this is part of the main reason that we come and talk to you guys, okay? The Maryland Scholars Program is a program that you can join while you're in high school, as early as your freshman year, and it deals with the types of courses that you had. Remember on Pat's transcript, it showed that she had a lot of honors courses, and it actually showed that she's a Maryland Scholar, okay? Now what it is that if your basic curriculum to graduate, for example, in math, okay, in order to graduate in math, you may need to take an algebra and a geometry. But to be in Maryland Scholars, we want you to not only take algebra and geometry, but also algebra 2. We want you to go a step further in the course of your 4 years, okay? Now, under my name, I have that 43332. That deals with the number of credits, additional credits that we want you guys to take in these various courses. I'm going to pass out this flyer, and on here it talks about what those courses are, okay? And there's also a website called BeWhatIWantToBe.com, okay? They have extras over there. BeWhatIWantToBe.com. How many of you guys know how to go on the internet? All right, everybody knows how to go on the internet. BeWhatIWantToBe.com is a great website, okay? There's information on there about the Maryland Scholars Program. And in order to get into Maryland Scholars, you don't have to apply. You don't have to fill out these long applications. All you have to do is talk to your guidance counselor, your teachers, and tell them that you want to be in the Maryland Scholars Program. Now, the biggest thing I forgot to tell you about is there is tons of money. How many of you guys like money? Tons of money for those that are in Maryland Scholars Program, money towards scholarships and grants, okay, to help you guys go to school. So by being in this program, you can qualify to get all this extra money to help you guys for school. There's also, when you go on the website, there's also profiles out there about people like myself that volunteer with the program. So if there's any professions that you guys are interested in, you can go do a search and you can find somebody in that profession and look to see what they did, okay, in that profession, how they got there, what a day in the life of that person is, what they did in high school when they were sitting in freshman year, okay? Now, there's 3 pieces of homework. I know you guys hate hearing the homework thing, but there's 3 pieces of homework that I give to all my classes. The first is I want you guys to go home and talk to your parents about what I talked about today. The second is that I want you guys to go out on the website, search around, play around. There's contests out there. There's tons of great stuff on the website, okay? And the last thing is I want you guys to work hard, play hard. Anybody know what that means? Ever heard that? Yeah. Work hard, play hard. Means as long as you work hard first, okay? Work hard first. Your freshman year, I want you guys to go out there and really give it your all through high school. You can play as hard as you want after that, okay? So that is what I came to talk to you guys about, and I know we only have like a minute left, but if there's any questions that you guys want to ask about anything I covered, anything about me personally, I answer almost anything. As I pass out these evaluations, I need you guys to fill them out for me. Okay? But as you fill them out, if there's any questions about anything I covered or me personally, feel free to ask me now. Okay? And my name is up on the board if you guys need to put that on the bottom. Oh, yeah. Okay. You need to fill them out before you head out, and you can hand them to me. Your teacher's also passing out the Be What I Want to Be magazines, okay? Listen up real quick. On pages 62 and 63, for those that want to go to college and universities, there's tons of good information on those 2 pages about Maryland schools and the tuition and what the scores are to get in, okay? And also gives you examples of the profiles and things that you'll see on our website. It's great. So she's going to pass out a magazine so you guys can each take one of those. All right, you guys were a great class today. I appreciate it.